Jason Keno, a current member of the Burnham Camp Golf Club. Last week on September the 11th we had a pretty wicked windstorm come through Canterbury, and it's affected largely a lot of camp, but it's really badly affected the golf club and the fairways and the surrounding areas. So the purpose of this video is to give you a little bit of an idea on some of the damage that has occurred, and just to sort of spread the word so that when people come down here they don't get such a big shock, I suppose. I think camp are going to use this video as well for property and also maintenance and repair uses as well. So we have a look over here. We look at the number one tee block over here, and as you pan from left to right, you'll see that right down that whole number one fairway, all of those trees have been knocked down. Well, probably a good 70 to 80% of those trees have been knocked down. As you look down further, you can have a look at the 18th fairway coming back up. On the right hand side of the 18th fairway, those trees have been badly affected as well. As you continue panning around to the right, you'll see some more trees that have fallen down that are obstructing the fairways going down the 10th fairway, and then over to the right over here, beyond the red car, you've got some other trees that have fallen over onto the practice range. Currently standing on the tee block of the number one hole. Well, this is the ladies' tee block. You can have a look down here behind me, just the extensive damage created by all the trees that have fallen onto the fairway. And then on the right hand side of this hole, you can see all the root systems that have been pulled up, and then the trees have fallen onto the fairway at the 18th hole as well. Standing on the right hand side of the second hole, looking back at the tee block, you can see all the damage of the trees that have come down on the left hand side of the fairway, just on the left hand side of the tee block. And actually, if we pan back to the right, we can see that all of these trees here out to the right hand side of the fairway have been just about totally wiped out. By the time the contractors come in to take the trees out, this whole area is going to be quite bare, so it's going to change the complete layout of the course. So we keep panning around to the right, you can just see all the trees that have fallen down over here. Going all the way, if we pause here, just on the other side of the second green here, and on the tee block of the third hole, you can see it's a really good picture of some of the big trees that have fallen down. They're going to have to clear all of those before that tee block can be used. And as we pan around to the right over here, this used to be a trap for all golfers on these trees over here. Well, that's no longer going to be part of this hole. So like I say, it's going to change the whole layout of the course. Okay, we're standing on the fairway of the third hole. Now to the right over here is the tee block of the 18th hole. And if you have a look there, the large tree that's been wiped out on the left hand side, and all this clump of trees over here that have been wiped out in and around behind the 17th and around the tee block of the 18th. You can see that the 18th fairway is completely obstructed by the trees that have fallen down. As you pan around to the left, you can see the damage here at the back of those trees behind the near the to the right of the third hole green, and then the large tree that's been taken out by the third hole green there. That used to be a really difficult tree to get past. You had to play the right shot. Once again, the face of the hole's changed. Standing on the tee block of the 17th hole, the mushroom. Tree damage over to my right over here. It was called the mushroom, I imagine, because of the two large trees that used to obstruct the shot onto the green of the 17th hole, and now one of those trees has been taken out. Beyond that, you can see over to the left-hand side of the green, the large tree's been taken out over there as well. As we continue panning around to the left, we're looking at the green of the 10th hole, and you can see the extensive damage of the trees that have fallen down over there. We continue panning around to the left over here. We've got the extensive damage to the pine trees here once again, obstructing the fairway of the 12th hole, and then we continue panning around again. You can see the damage of the trees that have fallen down on the fence line of the magazines. Now standing on the tee block of the 4th hole, looking down here, looking out to our left first of all, this was dense forest, now it's basically struck out. Panning around to our right, the whole fairway is obstructed by the trees falling down that line the side of the magazine trees are still going to come down because of the root system that would be damaged and the soil damage, but that'll be that'll come out in the future. As we continue panning around, not too bad over here. These holes over here. As we continue coming around though, you can see a bit of the damage on the 15th hole, and then this big tree area here. This was dense trees here, and it's been quite badly damaged. Especially the approach shot they used to use coming in from the 16th onto the 16th green. You know, these trees have all just been wiped out. Probably something that I didn't mention before is that the wind direction came from over there, so obviously all of the trees have fallen down coming from that direction. Just looking out down here at the moment, we're looking on this is the 7th green directly in front of me here, and you've got the large tree that used to catch a lot of golf balls on the approach into the 6th green. That's been taken out. Overall, the greens are actually in relatively good condition. It's just sorting out all the trees that are surrounding it that have fallen down. As you pan around to the left, carry on around to the left, looking down the fairway at the 8th hole, this is the last shot I'm going to give you. This shows all these trees here that have fallen down through this area on the right hand side of the fairway. And that's pretty much it. In the next couple of weeks, contractors going to start coming in, picking the trees up, but I think the damage is going to be quite long lasting. We're beyond crisis management now, and it's just all the big cleanup tasks that need to occur. Hopefully that gives you a little bit of an insight into the damage that occurred after the storms on the 11th of September here in Canberra region.